Hi, I'm Rick Ranking, and I'm a high school science teacher at Spirit Lake High School, and I've been asked to give you a look into my classroom and how I'm using technology after our one-to-one initiative had passed and what we're doing with it. So I guess first of all, my thoughts about the one-on-one is it seems to me it's a real evener upper for our kids. Everybody's on the same playing floor. They all have a computer, so that's where it starts, and so that's been a very good thing. I also would say that it's not necessarily all about the technology. You don't have to really jump into this whole hog. I guess my best teaching apparatus is the $2 whiteboard yet, and that's the best thing I use in class, and I think will be. But what this enables you to do is it lets you expand your toolbox, and there's a lot of things that you can use that are out there that you can learn how to use fairly easily, and that will really help you increase teaching and learning. So that's what I think about it. I think at Spirit Lake we've done a real nice job with our professional development. I think administration has really done a great job of not, how do I say, forcing this down our throats, for lack of a better term. It's been a process, and while they hope for improvement every step of the way and for us to get better with the technology, they've done a great job of in our professional development of presenting it to us. Again, my impression is you can use as much of this or as little of this as you need. I think in our building it's kind of become almost more of a competition type of thing where somebody learns how to use something and somebody else wants to learn how to use it very quickly, and so that, that's been, I think, very good. But there's not been the feeling that you have to use all technology all the time. It just doesn't work that way. Like I said earlier, it's just something that extra that you're putting into your toolbox. It's giving you the best tools to utilize and become a better teacher and a more efficient teacher. You can see I'm not real good with iMovie because it keeps chopping my head off. So I'm using a flip video to do this. So that's one of the things I've learned how to do. It's been a pretty valuable thing. I tape quite a bit of segments in my class, and the quality, as you can see, isn't always very good, but it works out really well, and it's really slick to use. What you're going to see in these clips is you're going to see a couple of different examples in my classroom of the use of technology. You'll see a chemistry class to begin with, and a couple of things that we do in there, and then you're also going to see an extended part with some things I do in physics with one of the labs that we're going to do. So I hope you enjoy it, and if you have any questions or anything, feel free to email me. I believe the website will get you an email address if you're interested. Here you go. Boom. Okay, today what we're going to do is we're going to introduce acceleration due to gravity to you today. And we have started already with a couple of things as far as labs. Remember at the beginning of the unit, rolled this down the ramp. You calculated an acceleration. Then what did we do to the ramp?
Changed stuff.
Very good. We changed it and we moved it up. Now, maybe not that extreme, but you get the idea. We rolled the ball down the ramp. So you have a couple of accelerations already calculated. Now what we're going to do today is we're going to keep rotating that, and we're going to drop something straight down. And we're going to calculate the acceleration that object has as it's falling. So that's what we're after today. Now, to start with today, I'm going to show you just a real short Bugs Bunny video about acceleration due to gravity. So, I think you can just get part of that.
All right.
It's about a minute and a half. Let me tell you this, is that, and this is why I play this. I know how much you like Bugs Bunny, but more importantly is when this gauge is going and it says incredible, ain't it, or whatever it says there, is that reality?
No.
Okay, so much of cartoons as far as physics. We'll look at more of these as we go through and pick out the physics abnormalities. This is one of them, okay? And you'll see why in a little bit. But we're after that acceleration due to gravity today, and that's what we're going to calculate. All right, so a couple of things with your setup today. Thanks, Jack. We're going. I know I move fast, but you just do your best to keep up. Here's the first setup today. You're going to do 2 parts, and I'll have you grab the lab when we're done. And there is a paper you're going to use today instead of generating on Google Docs. But this is the first one. You're going to be using what's called a photo gate. We haven't used these yet. Let me show you the setup. It comes with a cord, it comes with the photo gate, and it comes with a metal pipe. This metal pipe screws into the side. You okay, Curly?
Yeah.
All right. Now, what I need to show you on this, and the rest of it you can figure out pretty well, and you'll need a ring stand and this clamp, and this will go in there and then screw it tight so that it's supported. And this black part, and there's a black end and a white end. Black end needs to go into the photo gate. Click, right? This goes into part 1. All the stuff is back there. Now the second part is part 2. Now for part 2 you're going to be using a motion sensor. Use these plenty of times so you know how to hook them up and all that jazz. So here's your motion sensor. Now you're going to use these wire mesh trays. I'm pretty sure they'll work. I'm pretty sure they'll work. If not, we'll go to plan B. All right? We've done that before. So you're going to put this on here. You're going to get a volleyball. I have volleyballs up here. We're not going to throw these around. We're just going to do the lab. Now what you're trying to do is you're trying to get the ball to go straight up and down so the motion detector picks up the up and down motion. So when you're doing this, make sure your hands get out of the way and that we catch it before it hits, although it won't do any problems to the machine. All right, so anyway, that's what you're going to do. Same thing with this. I think 3 times on an average will be fine. For the average, we'll be fine with this. You can get your information off Logger Pro. Just analyze the part of the graph that's useful, not all the little frillies on the end. And we've done some stuff with that before too. Let's see if we can pull this off today. All right? All right. Okay, here's a group running that lab with the picket fence. I have a catcher.
I do it every summer.
I was fine.
Okay. And this year, maybe.
Okay, these guys are going to demonstrate the motion detector. As soon as you're ready, guys.
Go.
This is in a chemistry class, and I hope you don't get sick while I'm walking and filming this, but what they're doing now is I use a lot of whiteboarding in my class, and so you can see the whiteboard and what's on it. We're talking about phase change and the like, but they're working on lab reports, and I guess I'll just ask a couple questions. What are you guys doing today?
We're whiteboarding what we did in the lab.
Okay, so computer-wise, what are you using your computers for today?
To do a lab write-up.
Okay. Bailey, where were you yesterday?
I was in ILCC for jazz band.
Okay, so how'd you get caught up then today with the lab?
I don't know. They helped us. They emailed us the data. Yep.
Okay.
And then we're answering the questions off of the data.
Okay, so through email we transferred data from our lab that they had to miss yesterday with they had a music event, and so today they're getting caught up on their lab write-up, which they will email to me. We do it 2 different ways. We do it this way, and then we also do some write-ups on Google Docs. So just a short snap of what we do here. Okay, this is the same group, just a little bit. We're into our whiteboarding process. I just wanted to give you a look as to just how good looking these guys are. And the other thing that I wanted to do was just to show you the computers are up. We're working on a lab report as these people back here are presenting. We go around the board and they present. So that's where we're at. Do I have to pick after? No. Wait till everybody's done.
Wait till I